welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen for review. It's a flashback review, and this is of the Visconti Opera Master Crimson Tide. Now, this was a pen, a grail of grail pens that I had to, at the time, add to my collection. And I remember hunting high and low for this all over the internet. This was a long sold out pen when I got to see it. And I do remember eventually finding one for sale. And this one was on Fountain Pen Network. And I recall at the time the guy, I think he was selling this one on eBay, and I couldn't buy the pen because it wouldn't ship to the UK. So I asked what was then a good friend, and that was Chris from Truth A, to broker the deal, buy it for me. He added a little bit of a markup and then shipped it on to me. And I'm glad that I added this to my collection. So it is the Visconti Opera Master Crimson Tide. It is a stunning pen. This is the pen, if you look at my YouTube channel or look at my website at penultimatedave.com, this is the pen that is on that website. It is the Crimson Tide. I do actually have a red finial there on this. It's a magnetic finial. It is the Opera Master, and you'll see here it is 36 of 38. Now, the downside to this pen when it came to me was it had a 23 cat palladium 1.3mm stub nib, and I was like, oh, I'm not so sure I'm going to like that. I'm probably going to have to swap it out for a medium nib. That said, I never have done. If you've ever tried swapping nibs on Visconti Opera Masters, do not, because they are very, very hard, those nib units, to get out of a metal section. The metal is not as forgiving as plastic or resin or lava, so it makes the nib units really tight. I've not tried to get this one out. Oh, actually, I have tried to get this one out, but I've not damaged it in any way. Like, I've not damaged any of my nibs. But this, I'm glad that I did get it with a 1.3mm stub nib, because I have loved writing with this pen. Is it a decent size? Yes, it is in my hand. Can I post the cap? Yes, I can as well. It does make it a little bit back weighted. It is a heavy pen. It's a power vac. It's a double reservoir, so it holds 2.5 milliliters of ink. This knob on the back is also metal, so you are going to find that not only with that and with the metal in the cap band here, it's going to be very back weighted. So this isn't a pen that you would really want to post. Most Visconti Opera Masters, you're not going to want to post those caps. But I do find that it's a comfortable pen. It doesn't have a concave section, but it does have a little bit of a flute out towards the end there, just to try and stop your fingers and thumb getting onto that nib and feed. But the pattern in this pen is really quite beautiful. This is celluloid strips here that have been shaved off and then impregnated into essentially what is a clear resin. But this really is quite a beautiful material. So I think with that, let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a Visconti Istos Arachnus, we have a Cypress Eggshell 01, we have a Mike Green Purple Juma Dragon, a Mike Green Blue Juma Dragon or Blue Snake, we have a Visconti Homo Sapiens Dark Age, we have a Visconti Opera Master Crimson Tide, we have a Visconti Opera Master Blue Swells Proto, we have a Visconti Fiorenza Lava, a Visconti Medici, and a Visconti Medici in the golden black. So I think with that, let's now go and do a writing sample. So this is a Visconti Opera Master. Oh, and I just need to prime that nib a little bit more. And it's the Crimson Tide. And I do need to... It's only just re-inked. So this is a 1.3mm stub nib, and it's a 23 cat palladium. There you go. The ink's now flowing a bit better. So the ink in here is Diamine, Poppy Red. And I haven't actually written with this pen for quite some time, so that also is probably the reason why. In terms of line variation, I'm definitely getting a 1.3mm stub nib. I can press it even harder and get a much more varied line on this. It really is quite a beautiful, and I do find that this nib is very sensitive to hand grease, and I've got hand grease on this page. So, but you can see there though, there's no hard starts or skips on those lines. So it's just every now and again, 1.3mm stub nibs are a little bit more sensitive in terms to grease on page, and also to baby's bottom as well. Now, if I do an ink swatch here, you can see that this is quite a wet nib of a pen. It really is a fire hose of a nib. So what do I like, what do I not like about the pen? I love that it's a Crimson Tide. I love that I finally added it to my collection. I love that material. What do I dislike about it? I think I would prefer having a medium nib in that pen. I think I would write with it more with a medium nib. I did go through a stage of writing with 1.3mm stub nibs. I don't write with them as much nowadays, partly because of the baby's bottom that you can get there happening, and also that it's really hard. You have to write a lot larger with a larger nib, and in terms of nib width. So a 1.3mm stub nib, it does take quite a bit of extra space to be able to write with. Writing on A4 is not a problem, but it just means that you do have to write larger to compensate for the width of that nib. But there you have it. That's my flashback review of the Visconti Opera Master Crimson Tide in a 1.3mm 23 cat palladium stub nib. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye-bye.